Hello guys, it is Gate of Theories here, and before we go any further into this video, there will be massive spoilers for The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. If you haven't seen it already, then what are you doing? I mean, it's literally everywhere all over the internet. I'm sure if you haven't seen it, it's probably already been spoiled, but I just wanted to give you that warning, just in case you're that odd person who still hasn't seen the finale. But for the rest of you, let's talk about The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. And my word, it was amazing. We got Luke Skywalker back, we got the defeat of Moff Gideon, we got the Darksaber duel between the Mandalorian and Mando actually wielded the Darksaber, and now he has possession of it. And of course, Baby Yoda was finally taken away with Luke. It was just an amazing finale, and I think we can all say one of Star Wars' peakest moments. Absolutely amazing. Got the whole fan base going. Brilliant. But then, The Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2, the show as a premise, the whole plot of it has basically been, ever since Episode 1, The Mandalorian finding Baby Yoda and trying to take Baby Yoda or Grogu back to the Jedi so that he can be trained. That's literally been the plot of the entire show up till now. And now, that's basically been fulfilled. So the question is, where does it go next? Because they can't really do much more with Grogu, can they? And what does the Mandalorian do? Does he just go off without Grogu, or does he go off with Grogu? That's the question that we're going to be answering today. So today, we're going to be theorizing many different ideas about what could happen in The Mandalorian Season 3. So let's get on with it. But before we go any further, please make sure that you've clicked that red subscribe button down below and have your notifications turned on so that you get notified every time we make a brand new video. So, the first scenario is a time jump. So, Season 3 will take place many years in front of what Season 2 was like. A time jump to when Grogu has finally been trained by Luke. At the end of the episode, Mando did say that he will see Grogu again, so a perfect opportunity would be long in the future once Grogu has become a new Jedi, as good as Luke and Yoda were, and they could easily team up this time and help each other out, facing off against the new uprising of the First Order, and this would easily lead into the sequel trilogy. This could be great as we could see old Luke, Grogu and Mando team up against Kylo Ren and the First Order when Kylo Ren first turns to the dark side and kills all of Luke's Padawans in training. If Mando saves Grogu before Kylo Ren kills him, this could lead to the finale of the season being a Kylo Ren versus Grogu battle, which just seems absolutely awesome. But either way, I think it's safe to say that if there is a Season 3 of The Mandalorian, Grogu and Luke are definitely going to be in it. Even if they just make an appearance or cameo in the finale, they're definitely going to be there. However, if the season wanted to focus on Grogu like how the past two seasons have, a time jump to when Grogu has been trained seemed the most obvious way, as knowing Disney, there's probably going to be a whole Disney Plus show about Luke training the Padawans before the sequel trilogy, including young Kylo Ren and Baby Yoda, just because it's Disney and they like to add loads and loads of Disney Plus spin-offs. Another scenario concerning Grogu in Season 3 could be Grogu going to the dark side. Now, it's basically just a Star Wars tradition at this point. Every main Force user usually picks a side, then changes at some point throughout the series. Anakin was light, then dark, then when he was Darth Vader, he turned back to the light. Luke was originally planned for the Return of the Jedi to turn to the dark side. Ahsoka got her white lightsabers by turning to the dark side, then become unbalanced and not on either side, and Rey and Kylo Ren chose to join forces in The Rise of Skywalker. The main Force user in The Mandalorian is, of course, Grogu, so it's basically a Star Wars rite of passage that he'll at some point change side. And there has been quite a few hints throughout the seasons that Grogu could very easily turn to the dark side. In Series 2, Episode 6, where Gideon first captures Baby Yoda chokes the stormtroopers who try to come close to him, a trait that's very commonly used by Dark Force users only, such as Count Dooku, and never really a light user. Also, Gideon's smile towards this may just hint that he himself sees a future in the dark side for Grogu. When Mando takes Grogu to Ahsoka, she also warns him that Grogu will need serious training as he has been hiding his abilities for too long. She says that she fears what this could mean for the future of Grogu, and that's why she sends him away again to find Luke, simply because Ahsoka herself may not be able to train Grogu properly, as he may become too powerful and turn to the dark side, like how her and her master once did. With Grogu being a part of the dark side, he could easily become a part of Palpatine's overall plan, and instead of fight Kylo Ren like we discussed before, rather he could help Kylo Ren kill Luke's Padawans and support the First Order. This could lead to Mando and Grogu fighting each other in the finale of Season 3, which just could be the most awesome duel ever. I'd love to see it because you'd have had these brilliant friends now turning enemies. Now, The Mandalorian has mainly focused on Baby Yoda up to this point, as I've been saying, but since his story arc has basically finished in the show, he may never return to the show, and it might just now focus on the Mandalorian's adventures alone. One idea that was easily set up in the finale is Mando will eventually take over Mandalore and restore it. Since Mando acquired the Darksaber in battle with Moff Gideon, Bo-Katan even says he can be the next leader to Mandalore and finally restore their planet and their race. The season could focus on the Mandalorian's adventures with the Darksaber to restore Mandalore. However, we all know that Bo-Katan really wants that Darksaber. Currently, Mando and Bo-Katan aren't enemies, but that could easily very change with Bo-Katan becoming jealous and letting her ambitions overtake her. There could be a huge battle between Bo-Katan and Mando of who officially gets to wield the Darksaber, and who knows who it will be. Another idea would be Mando joins in with the Book of Boba Fett spin-off show. The finale of The Mandalorian revealed the brand new Disney Plus show, The Book of Boba Fett, focusing on Boba Fett's new reign. Mando, who is a really close ally to Boba Fett, could easily join forces, could very easily cross over, or run in parallel to each other, having similar consequences. On the other hand, The Mandalorian could end and the character just joins that show instead. And finally, we have The Mandalorian ends with the finale of Season 2, and there is no Season 3. Disney has had, I think we can all say, a rough time with Star Wars. It's their most successful franchise by far, but pleasing all the fans is just so hard. But finally, The Mandalorian is something they have done really well, especially with the latest season. One of the ways to go about Season 3 is just to not have it at all and end on a high for the show. This means The Mandalorian will always have been a great piece of Star Wars that wasn't ruined by the continuation of the story. This doesn't mean it's the end of the character Mando, because it's Star Wars. Of course it's not the end, just look at Boba Fett. But since Disney went mad by just releasing loads and loads of Disney Plus spin-offs just before the finale of Season 2 was released, should tell us something. They announced loads of new Disney Plus Star Wars spin-offs, including a show dedicated to Ahsoka and a show dedicated to Boba Fett. And let's be honest, loads more are going to be coming. Star Wars is just doing what Marvel is doing and expanding the overall cinematic universe. So Mando could easily appear in the Ahsoka spin-off show, the Book of Boba Fett spin-off show, or many others, as well as some that haven't even been announced yet, but most likely are coming. For example, like I said before, if they didn't focus on Grogu in The Mandalorian, there could easily be a new spin-off show involving The Mandalorian that looks at Grogu's training. So, since all of the fan base is basically happy with the finale, they may just want to leave the show and end it on a high instead of creating new stories for Mando just for the sake of it. But anyway guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let us know down in the comments which of these different ideas do you think will make it to Season 3, or whether you think none of them will and you just have a completely brand new idea. Do you think that Disney will carry on creating The Mandalorian, or do you think they've just finished with it for now because it basically rounded off the whole story pretty well and the characters will just appear in other Disney Plus shows instead? That's probably what I'm thinking is going to happen, but who knows. Anyway, let us know all your thoughts down below in the comments, and as always, we've been here at Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.